Imagine walking out of a restaurant because they served you a plate of actual dirt. No one would call you a quitter. No one would say you gave up on dinner. They'd say you have functional eyeballs and a basic sense of dignity. But when you do the same thing in your personal life, when you stop accepting crumbs and walk away from a table where respect isn't being served, suddenly the world wants to label you as difficult or jaded. This matters because you're likely being gaslit by your own guilt. You're wondering if you should have tried a 14th time, if maybe your standards are too high. In a culture that romanticizes the grind and fighting for love, walking away feels like a failure. But here's the reality. There is a massive psychological difference between quitting and graduating. You didn't run out of gas, you just realized you were driving toward a dead end and decided to stop wasting the mileage. Here is the uncomfortable psychological truth. We don't get what we want in life. We get what we tolerate. Your brain has a tolerance thermostat. If you set it to bare minimum, you will literally vibrate with anxiety until you find someone who matches that low level. You haven't been unlucky, you've been accepting. Stick around because I'm going to reveal why your giving up is actually the most productive thing you've ever done for your mental health. Let's talk about self-concept. Every time you accept less, you are sending a memo to your subconscious saying, I'm on sale, 50% off, damaged goods. When you finally stop accepting the maybe texts, the half-hearted efforts, and the I'm just not ready speeches, you aren't giving up on connection, you are raising the cost of admission to your life. Psychology shows that the moment you raise your floor, the people who only know how to crawl will naturally exit the building. That isn't a loss, it's an automated trash collection system. Why does it feel so heavy? Because we confuse effort with value. You think that because you worked hard to make it work, it must be worth something. But staying in a situation that drains you isn't strength, it's sunk cost fallacy. You're trying to win a game where the rules are rigged against you. The most powerful psychological move you can make isn't a loud confrontation, it's the silent decision. It's the moment you realize that peace is more attractive than potential. You didn't lose the fight, you just realized the prize wasn't worth the bruises. So let them call it giving up. Let them think you're too picky. While they're busy struggling in the mud of low expectations, you're busy building a life where the floor is higher than their ceiling. You didn't stop caring, you just stopped accepting a version of care that felt like a chore. Congratulations, you finally stopped being a bargain and started being a priority. Now go find someone who doesn't need a map to find your worth.